finale of Networks for this afternoon. We are in Berkeley, California. The Southland Conference meets the ACC. First ever meeting between the California Golden Bears and the Northwestern State Demons. It is Harry Potter Day. The Scarves and the Wands are out in full force. The player that's led the way for them in that department has been their sophomore Andrej Stojaković.
No, he's been terrific. He's been their leader and their scorer almost in every game. He's a guy that can get his own shot. He's 6'7". He crashed the glass, and he can block shots. 10+ this year, so all-purpose player for the Bears.
And if you don't know much about Northwestern State, as I mentioned, they're out of the Southland Conference, 4-5 on the season. They've played 10 games, though. How does that work? We'll explain later in the broadcast. But, Coach, they had a lead this year at the half at OU and at LSU.
Yeah, that's pause for concern. If you're Cal and you're the basketball coaching staff and players, that should get your attention.
Trip to the basketball, and Northwestern State comes out of there with it. John Sanders with the dish, and good defense at the rim. How about the pressure by Stojaković to follow that play?
How about 96 from the line and 44 from three?
Tucker on the other end off the heel. Rebound by Stojaković, whose dad is in attendance today.
Yeah, Peja is a pretty tough competitor himself, and he's a pretty tough dad. He's been tough on his son, but you wonder why his son's a pretty good player. He's got a pretty good dad for a role model. Now you see again Northwestern State, they're going to match up here. Now they're going to switch and play their matchup zone, man in their area.
Stojaković changes direction after taking the pass. And he'll draw the whistle.
And Dave, that's what he does. I mean, when the Bears get in trouble, it's a constant. You'll see Stojaković really with the ball in his hands, and he's confident he can get to the rim or draw a foul. He may be one of the more improved players in this country. You look at his stats from last year at Stanford to what he's done for the Bears this year. It's night and day.
It certainly looks comfortable. That free throw ends a 7-0 Demons run. Converts both. Bettis pulls up on the baseline, a little bit too strong. Petraitis able to come down with the rebound. Stojaković fakes the pass and then drives to the rack.
Not too easy. You can't give him any lane because he'll get there and he'll finish over the top or through you.
Just like that, Cal has it back to a 2-point game. Northwestern State is shooting 56% in this game. Stojaković finishes through some contact. Looked like he got hit a couple of times. No whistle, but he'll take the bucket.
He got bumped on the way to the basket, and as he goes up, sometimes you're a victim of your own strength and size, but they said play on, but he says no problem. Very active defensively with their hands. How about Stojaković, Dave, just sneak into the basket, and boy, is Rick Cabrera is as mad as I've seen him. Like, that's just a no-no. You don't give up a basket at the rim under your own.
Yeah, just way too easy for the Cal Bears, but the Bears fans liking it as they finally have tied the game at 26.
Well, that's good defense by Cal. A challenge shot and a clean rebound.
Stojaković, great find. Oh, and Joseph makes it count.
And he has been making it count, Dave. He's been on fire the last few games for Cal with the hot hand again early.
And the Bears with a 3-point advantage. Stojaković has been the driving force, and he'll draw the foul there.
I like that, Dave, the driving force.
On the drive.
On the drive.
With some force.
I like it. But that's been the recipe for success. When in doubt, if they're playing in the passing lanes, you've got openings. So they're playing tough on the screen. There's one bump, no call. There's another. And, that was going to be a wide open shot if there's no foul call. But Stojaković able to make plays for his team. 9th foul, so still a 1-and-1 situation here. Stojaković doesn't care. He'll take both free throws. Imagine playing for a Hall of Famer, a college player, and Mark Madsen, then you play for a player that played on a world championship with the Lakers, and then you have your dad, Peja. You've got some pretty good coaches around you, Dave, to push you a little bit. And well, that means you're a good recruiter. Yeah, we had pretty good players and some good coaches.
Stojakovic to three, and he's going to go to the line for three.
And Rick Cabrera again is saying, why give up the 3-point penalty? Oh, that's a no-no.
Gets absolutely bowled over by Dante Walker. Free throws coming up after the timeout here in Berkeley.
And you've got Stojakovic taking advantage of everybody jumping to the ball, and then they forget about the best shooter in the house right now, the hottest shooter. That's just too far of a run, a direct line pass, and now bottoms for Ola Joseph. So good to be on the help line, but you can't give up direct line penetration, and I'm sure Rick Cabrera is talking about that because that's what happens.
Ola Joseph happy to be that wide open. Ninth three of the season. Stojakovic had a lot of time to think about these free throws.
Well, he's happy to be up there for three, too, because nothing's come easy for the Bears. But you give the Bears three free throws, you give Stojakovic three, and he knows what to do. But, a good timeout, an opportunity timeout for Rick Cabrera to talk to his guys defensively, and for the Cal Bears now to reload and see if they can get going.
Stojakovic 2 out of 3. That's a shot that'll win you a game in horse.
Well, that's how you play your older brother or your dad.
Stojakovic left all alone, and that's a mistake defensively by the Demons.
Well, speaking of playing against your dad, that's the one shot you might be able to get away with. That's a great look by Andrej Stojakovic from deep.
He's up to 16 points in the game. Open look, and Ola Joseph knocks it down.
Well, there's a one guy you don't want to give an open look to if you're playing against the Bears. Ola Joseph's just been on fire. He's been really on top of his game from the three-point line. He's been pretty, he's been pretty quiet now. He's been their best scorer, and he's only had 2 points to this point. So Cal's done a good job on him. He's got to step up for the Demons.
Stojakovic has stepped up all afternoon. First points in the second half for him.
Yeah, he's stepping up. He's stepping by. He's going by guys left and right. Really a difficult cover.
Feeds it for Colonel. Can't get the push shot to go. And here come the Bears again. Stojakovic just flips it for Petrides, and he'll say, okay, I'll give you a dime.
Well, the Bears, you can see now, they've got a little bit of a smile on their face. You see the quick timeout. You haven't seen that in a while. But the Cal Bears, a happy Cal Bears team, leading, taking the lead out to 9.
Their fans are happy to see the smiles return here in Berkeley. 9-point lead for Cal on their home floor. In the face there of Sanders.
Well, that's a very good possession defensively for Cal coming out of that timeout. That's how you play defense.
And now they do have a chance to get a double-digit margin for the first time today. Nearly turned it over. Stojakovic a three, drills it.
Well, Mark Madsen's happy with the three, but he's trying to make sure his guys get back defensively and don't relax. They've given up some leads. He wants to see this intensity continue on the defensive end.
Stojakovic 21 now in the game. Out of timeout at Northwestern State. They know this is a time they either get back in the game or it's going to be night-night. And Stojakovic trying to make it the ladder.
Speaking of ladder, he climbed one and he put the shot back in play.
Wilkinson open for three. He can't connect.
Well, and that's a good job defensively. We talked about earlier today, just affecting the shot. You have to block it. Just be there, make him shoot over you.
Stojakovic gets to the rack for 2 more.
I think you're going to see Peja smile. I said I think. I'm not sure. But his dad, I think, is up there going to hopefully crack a smile because his son's putting on a clinic.
I think we're going to see his son get his career high. He's got 23. The career high is 26.
He's getting a couple guys frustrated, but that's how good he's been today. I think Andre might want to play some more early games. What do you think about that? Those 12 o'clock games, those early games, maybe that's been a good time for him.
Yeah, this is the earliest tip of the season for the Bears. They did have a 1 o'clock start earlier this year.
Give up numbers too. They made you pay.
And he becomes the first double-digit scorer today for Northwestern. Stojakovic with the three, and just like that, a new career high. How good is that?
Can you say he checked? because that's what Andrej Stojaković just did. He just said, I'm going to shoot this ball. I don't care how deep I am on the floor. I'm feeling it today.
28 in the game for Stojaković. Sanders is rejected by Stojaković, his third block of the game. And then Stojaković gets to the floor to tie up the basketball. But how about the activity by Andrej?
Now, he's so active. Again, you say, well, is this a lucky game for him getting a couple of block shots? There's nothing lucky about what he's done. He came into the game in double-figure blocks with 10. So you add the 3 now, he's up to 13. He's blocking at a rate, as high as his big fellas on his team. And he's got some pretty good shot blockers on his team, but that's amazing. A guard with 13 blocks on the year.
He only had 4 blocks all of last year.
Yeah, that's an improvement. And I said that earlier, and I stand by it. He, to me, is, in my opinion, one of the top and one of the most improved players, not just that, here in the Cowboys, but in the country. He's doubled his production, and he's just done everything offensively and defensively.
So he's got a career high in points, a career high in blocks, a season high in rebounds. Are you going to be talking to him before every game the rest of the season?
That might not be a bad idea.
Wilkinson finds Stojaković in the corner, and he's got his first career 30-plus point game, 31 now for Stojaković.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a pregame ritual now. There's no doubt. It paid off. I'm going to claim all credit for this.
It's his 4th made 3 of the game. Northwestern State has 1 timeout remaining. Figure points here by Cal, and the win probability goes up exponentially. Shot clock down to 5. Stojaković looking for his 4th dime. He's got his 4th dime! And he may have banged his knees. He's kind of holding his knee a little bit. He calls to the bench.
Well, and what a great find, great pass. They double team. To his credit, the respect the other team has, the Demons, for him. They double team. They're not taking any chances, but he does what good players do. He found his teammate. Players will go on to finish their finals, but you feel good about this kind of win. Mark Manson congratulating Coach Cabrera, but it's a big win for Cal. They needed this win desperately.
84-66 the final here this afternoon. And Coach Mark, as you said, he's got to like the fight in his team. They were tested early, but they answered the call.
No, they did. The coaching staff, I was at practice yesterday, as you were, very spirited. They practiced hard, and you know what? She challenged their players, and they responded. That's what good coaches do. He picked the right time, right place, and they came forward today and put forth a tremendous effort.
Once again, our final score from Berkeley, 84-66 in favor of the Bears. Tune in tomorrow at 2 as the Cal women take on Austin Peay. For Ben Braun and our entire fantastic crew, I'm Dave Penz. Remember, you can watch this entire game on replay as well as all your ACC events on ACC Network Extra. Download the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN and Cal Athletics. Goodbye from Berkeley.